Hello, Wanderers. We are going to be playing Mirage Noir. Mystery game. I have no clue what anything is about, but it looks really interesting. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Let me explain how this works. Both groups will be moving at the same time. I'll provide support, but you're responsible for your individual actions. Keep this in mind. Keep in mind this is in real time. If you take too long to make a decision, there may be consequences. However, if you feel overwhelmed, you can press the pause button to catch your breath, or restart button to start a section over. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Now then, let's begin. It doesn't seem like it to click for the dialogue. Escape. Alright. Double-ended minigame. There's a camera up ahead. A whistle. You ready? What do you want me to do? Please tell me there's no insufferable rackets coming from you. Go around. Just ignore it. Has anyone ever told you that you're the only big words? Since we can only disable a limited number of cameras, we should prioritize Prince Theory might need. Alright. We might encounter more security officers, though. It's fine. We can handle it. I'm like bouncing between the two. With your phone baton. With your phone. That's not the only thing I have. I have a foam taser here too. Isn't that basically useless? It's good for show and movements. It's a fork in the road ahead. Which way do you want to go? Left. Left. Always prioritize left. Isn't it supposed to be your job to tell us? So you look lost animal logs. As you know, I'm digital only connoisseur. They didn't upload the floor plans anywhere. I'm guessing the girl got her hands on a physical map. After silent lot detective work. This was my first case. Since our friend here is no help, I flip a coin. Still in such complicated situation. I'm sorry about that. Just pick. I would just rather pick it maybe up to fate. It's okay. Situation. It's my own faults. Floor is yours then. Okay, I am liking just bouncing between two options. We take the left. As she said, always prioritize left. So fork in the road here, we should go left. Are you sure? From what I remember, the security office should be straight ahead, right? Let's continue left. Remember there being a shortcut if we took this route. I know it's hard to trust me, but I believe you. Huh? Policeman officer up ahead. Alright, we have to avoid. Take a left. Alright, there's not really an option. Let's go. Oh, wait, I wasn't paying attention. Wait, what did this one say? Is there another option coming up? Looks like there's another security camera. Should we disable it? Go around. Go around. Security camera up ahead. I'll go ahead and disable it. Right. There's the office. Find the key quickly and... Oh! What? It's not here. There's a key on a key with a post-it labeled main key pointed towards it. Very advanced security system. Sometimes you forget where you put things. But tapping the key to a window where everyone can see and labeling it seems a bit of an overkill. Well, you won't find me complaining. Okay, let's meet up with the other two now. You two have been very quiet recently. Hey, there's the exit. Alright, that's why. We've done our part. Let's wait for them. We found the keys already. Oh, wait, we have 2 extra disablings, I think. Yeah? Awesome. Just tape to the window the whole world could see. For the whole world to see. What a sad state of affairs for a so very esteemed police department. Perhaps I should cut their budget until they pull themselves together. Don't help them out too much, though, or it'll be harder for me to escape next time. I'd appreciate it if you didn't start planning your next jailbreak. I'm already regretting this one. Alright. So we have 2 cameras left. Ah, there they are! Ooh, wait, we had 2 spare cameras. Sorry we took so long. Right, that means we're probably gonna need to, like, use them for something else. I have the keys here. Let me unlock the door. There are probably some cameras we can get outside of here that we need to work on. We actually made it. Not bad. He raises his hand to high five, and I instinctively tap my palm against his before realizing how surreal this whole situation is. Thanks. I just helped break a gangster out of jail. I didn't think I was that kind of girl. I hate to do this to you right after you helped, but Theory will be on my ass if I don't. Huh? You couldn't have, like, picked a nicer way— oh. You know, this is an acceptable place to end up after being kidnapped, I guess. Technically kidnapped. Eyes slowly open, and it takes me a couple moments to reorientate myself. Ow, ow, ow. My head's been going through it today. In more ways than one. Did Alexei knock me out? I'm still alive, which is good, and I'm not restrained or anything, which is also good. But where am I? Somewhere very pretty. I glance around, the blurriness of my vision beginning to fade, and I realize that some parts of this room look vaguely familiar. Wait, isn't this the place I saw in that photograph? But how did I know what it looked like? Never been here previously, and people can't dream about things they've never seen before, right? That means— no way, no way, no way. Does that mean that it actually was a vision of the future? You're awake? Ah! I get startled by the person who suddenly pops up next to me. Though I think I end up scaring him just as much. Sorry. My bad. I share a laugh, and both of us start and stop talking at the same time. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. What about you? I'm okay too. I'm Jem, by the way. Oh! It's him! Oh, the fake policeman. I didn't know you were the same person as the guy I ran into this morning. You remember me? Of course. You're the cute guy with the nice clothes from the plaza, right? Don't you mean the nice guy with the cute clothes? Freeing our hostage, Jem? Lexi slid into the conversation easily. I watch him warily to make sure he doesn't try anything again, but he keeps his hands in his pockets and makes no moves in my direction. She's not a hostage. She helped you, Alexei. We could be a bit more grateful. Hey, I had to knock her out. You know how Theory is about secrecy in this place. Don't worry, I didn't even harm her. It hurts a lot, actually. Sorry. My bad. There seems to be a head peeking at me from behind the sofa. Is he waiting for me to say something first? Hi? Hello. Another new person I've never met before, yet somehow recognized due to that picture. I'm Sammy. We talked to each other briefly. Oh, Oh, yeah. Thank you for helping with the cameras. You helped too. Look what they did to thank you. Heartless, trash, scum of the earth. Stop looking at me. It was Theory's idea. All I told you to do was bring her back with us and make sure she couldn't figure out where we were going. You could have just blindfolded her. I feel like you sometimes are forgetting that it's my job to be violent. Alright, I'm sorry, okay? Do you need an ice pack or pills or an ice pack and pills? Are those the only treatments you know? Where I live, it's either nothing or surgery. I'm okay. I don't need an ice pack or pills. Or surgery. You sure? I know a pretty good surgeon. I'm sure you do. I think the best course of action would be to just send her home to rest. Theory, what did you want to talk to her about? We shouldn't keep her here for too long. I'm not sure what to do either. I won't tell anyone, I swear. Not about your involvement in the jailbreak or your super cool ultra secret spy headquarters. Spy, huh? I kinda like the sound of that. No need to use such fancy words, we're just a bunch of dudes sticking around. Allow me to apologize for bringing you here, as well as for your rough treatments. I'm naturally suspicious of everyone due to my position, but I shouldn't have dragged an unrelated civilian into this. It's okay, I understand. I know I seem a little sketchy. You were quite a bit more than just a little, I'd say. Well, now that all the apologies are done, why don't we take the time to introduce ourselves? There's no need to keep up this tense atmosphere, is there? Is that what she wants? I only got involved in this because I wanted to know more about that vision I saw. And this place and these people are clearly related to it. So for now, I'll place my trust in them. I've already involved myself this much, might as well see this case through to the very end. Besides, I don't think they're dangerous. It's just a feeling I'm getting. Though I'm sure Via would get mad at me if I said something. I said that I was basing it all off of instinct. I wonder when I got so reckless. Introductions sound good. I'm curious about you guys too. Great, I'll start then. My name's Jen, as I said earlier. Nice to meet you. I respond as politely as I can, though the look of surprise it gives me makes me think I've said something rude. What? Do you not know who I am? I don't think so? Should I? No, it's fine. It's better that way. He runs the Gemstones channel. Lexi, you didn't need to tell her. You're the third most famous person in this room. You'll live, lover boy. The channel name sounds familiar, and I soon realize it's because I've seen people watching it during lunch break. Oh, wait, I do know you. I have a lot of coworkers that watch your content. You're that cosplayer who streams a lot, right? I'll check out your channel later when I get home, and I'll make sure to subscribe too. You don't have to, but thank you. I'll go next. He still seems a little suspicious of me, but the fact that he's letting me stay for introductions means I'm tolerable for now. Baby steps, I suppose. You know who I am, I'm assuming. Of course, Your Highness. There's no need to address me so formally. You can call me by my first name. I'll try. I absolutely will not try. If you must attach a title, then could you at least call me Prince Theory? Okay, I can do that. Okay. He really is much different than what I was imagining. Alexi Doria. I work in debt collection, but on a forced sabbatical. Currently, I'm a wanted criminal accused of murder and breaking out of prison. You did break out of prison. Is he waiting for me to introduce myself first? Oh, I'm Yumi, age 24. Currently working at the Douglas Detective Agency. Went to college outside Zaria and majored in. Okay, I get it. You're a hacker. You did a background check on me. Do you stalk people for a living? It's just a hobby. Only when I'm bored. Really? What's your occupation then? Pro gamer. I destroy noobs online. Don't mind him. That's just how he talks. He's online so much that he's forgotten how to act in real life. I see. There's nothing wrong with how I act in the real world. Uh-huh. So this is your secret base. You guys call it the hideout earlier, right? That must mean that it's a pretty important place. Nah, I just named it that because it sounded cool. It did look rather ordinary for a secret base, but I'd been hoping there'd be a cool hidden basement or something. I think you just dashed your dreams, Sammy. So no secret operatives or foreign secrets or exciting heists? You have the wrong idea about this. We're very normal. Yeah, just broke someone out of jail. Or you just broke someone out of jail. Oh, well, this, and that is that. And I gave him a look and he just smiles back innocently. We really are just a couple of friends that meet up here sometimes because it's a safe place for us. Don't make it sound so special. This is my house and they're just trespassing. Don't be so stingy, Sammy. Someone who doesn't pay rent doesn't get to complain. Money over friendship, I see. This entire place is yours? Oh, I think I could fit in my entire studio apartment into just this living room. Rich people have it so nice. This house is huge. You must make a lot of money if you're able to afford a place like this. Something like that. What's with the non-committal answer? It's either that or your parents are loaded. So, what now, Your Royal Highness? I suppose it wouldn't be right for us to detain you any longer. You may leave, but you'll be placed under surveillance until this investigation is over. I hope you understand. And please try to be quiet about everything you've witnessed today. I don't want to threaten you, but it's extremely important that this remains a secret. Don't you need help? Pardon me? With the investigation? Or can you hire private investigators to help you out? Sounds like you couldn't reveal your involvement, though. Well, just in case you forget, I am a detective. You haven't solved any murder cases before. Everyone has to start somewhere, or is this a 30 years of work experience needed type of job? I fail to see what you get out of this arrangement. Recognition, connections, money. Blunt honesty. I like it. Altruism and networking are nice. But money pays the bills. The economy's been rough these past few days. Thanks, Theory. Thanks, Theory. Thanks, Theory. This guy too. I appreciate that you all think I could tank a country's economy all by myself, but unfortunately it takes more capable people than me to do that. Of course we'll pay you for the job, but is there nothing else you desire? Well, there is the vision reason, but they'll think I'm crazy if I share it. I'm just nosy. I want to figure out what's going on. Besides, my boss won't let me work any interesting cases, so this is my only opportunity. Miss Theory seems a little hesitant, so I quickly add one more thing before I can stop myself. Please, need more experience. There's something I need to do no matter what. Crap, that sounds too desperate. Please give us a few moments to discuss this. Okay, I'll just be over here then. Not much discussing going on here, Your Highness. I'm sure you're all aware of where I stand with this. What about you, Mr. Intuition? Background check came up clean. Parents separated when she was young. She's been living with her dad since then, but moved out as soon as she was able to. Other than the few years she went to college, she lived here all her life. No records of getting into any trouble. Seems like a normal person to me. I don't mind if she stays. Wow, really? That's nicer than anything you've ever said about me. Take a look at your own background check before complaining. Alexi, what about you? You asking if I trust her? Yes. Sure, maybe. Does it really matter? I don't feel threatened by her, and that's all I care about. I'm fine with letting her stay. That's what I thought you'd say. I'm okay with going along with what everyone decides. That's what I thought you'd say, too. Do you not want her to? Do you not want her to, Theory? I don't have anything against her. She's helped us so far, so of course I'd like to trust her. However, why not treat her like this as a test? Why not treat this like a test? Pardon? Have her help in the investigation. You'll need to trust her to do that, right? You can decide afterwards if she's trustworthy enough based on how she does. Besides, she doesn't look very dangerous, see? Huh? Samia's devotion to Suspect Y, too? I heard it was super rare. Never thought I'd run into someone who has a copy other than me. I haven't read mine in years. I should... Let's put it back. See? Harmless. Are we not talking about how she just ripped the cover off of her with her bare hands and then shoved it back in the bookshelf to hide her crime? It already looks broken. Also, since when did you care about books? I don't. Fine. Fine? I will trust her for now, and revisit my decision after the investigation. Thanks, Theory. Your Highness. You gotta get out more. If the mere thought of hanging out with someone new caused you to break out in a cold sweat. Perhaps my current companions have given me a bad impression of what friendship entails. After a little mishap, I decided to sit on the sofa instead and not touch anything else. I can't believe I broke it. Why did it just crumble like that? Hi. Hi! Why did you look like that? Is it because of the book? You saw? I'm really, really sorry. Can I pay you back in installments? It's that expensive? How do you have it and not know? It's not like you can just find a copy anywhere. Kinda. Don't worry about it then. Huh? Are you sure? If it bothers you, just help with the investigation and we'll call it even. Wait, does that mean... Uni, we made a decision. I stood up straight instantly, hands fully in my lap, and braced myself for the news. If you were still interested, we would like to enlist your help with this investigation. Really? Of course, I'm still interested. Thank you so much, I won't let you down, I promise. Didn't know you were so invested in my freedom. She's clearly more interested in the investigation than you. Oh, but please don't feel pressured. If you can't figure it out, we can work something else out instead. Don't stress too much. Make sure to stress out just a little bit, though. My life is on the line here. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You don't know how much this means to me. This seems a little reversed. I feel like I should be the one thanking you here. Jim takes a seat next to me, and the rest of the boys get settled around us. It kind of feels like we're a team, doesn't it? I've never been on one outside of class before. It's exciting. Well, I should make the most of this. I'll probably never get an opportunity like this ever again. Okay then, let's see what we're dealing with here. Do we have any more information on the case? Here's the case overview. Aisha, 29 years of age, found in the alleyway between Celestial and the Cosmolux Hotel. Discovered dead at approximately 11 a.m. Time of death around 8 a.m. Cause of death is a blow to the back of the head. No other wounds found on his body. You okay? You can sit this one out if you want to. It's fine. I'm used to it. His response is quick and flippant. Though, I can't help to notice some sadness in his eyes. He and that Misha guy must have been close. Weren't they siblings? Misha's autopsy has been added. His body was found at a third party who was passing by and reported the corpse immediately. It was just lying there like that in broad daylight? No, it was completely hidden inside a dumpster before it was discovered. Police just moved it out to take pictures. Crime scene photo's been added. Does it say why they arrested Alexei? 1 second, I'll check. I don't know why either. I was just strolling innocently around town when they grabbed me. Didn't even let me get my morning coffee. I'm not sure how innocent that stroll was since you did knock someone out, but since it was to help me, I'll keep quiet. I'm impressed you didn't resist. I was gonna, but then I thought about how poor Theory would tear all his beautiful locks out from the stress. My hair appreciates your restraints. What? Why does it say the suspect was captured on camera going into the alleyway shortly before the body was discovered? Oops, I forgot about that. Permission to lock him back up? Permission granted. Wait, I wasn't there to kill anyone. I'm sure. No, seriously, look. Fishes phone out of his pocket and shows it to us. You normally listen to what every sketchy scam message tells you to do? Obviously not. I thought it was from Sasha. Stories are normally written like this, too. You don't know his number? He changes it all the time for security reasons. Usually doesn't bother telling me. I see. And? What was so important that he had to make you go there? Not sure. I was supposed to pick something up from someone, but there was no one there. Looked around for a bit, but didn't see anything, so I left. I asked Nico earlier, and he didn't know either. So, maybe it wasn't Sasha, but in that case, I have no clue who sent it. Wait, who's Nico? My brother's advisor. You'll probably see him around. And no gang leaders have advisors. Sammy, can you trace the message? Fine. It's most likely a burner phone, though. That's the end of the report. Now that we got the boring stuff out of the way, how are we doing this? We should probably split the work, yeah? I'll stay here and go through the security logs. So, not even this is enough to get you to change your shedding ways. I'll be holding down the fort, cheering you on. Go, Lexi, go. I've never heard more monotone encouragement in my life. I'll check back at the office then. Misha might have left some clues there. No, you should stay here. What? Why? Did you forget that you're a wanted man? It's nothing new. Just another day for me. Besides, I'm not one to sit here and twiddle my thumbs while the rest of you are helping me. But I'm the one who can get in there anyways. Your disguise may be good, but the gangs are trained to be paranoid. There's no way I'd let you go in by yourself. I'll be careful. Promise. I don't believe you, but fine. You'd probably just escape and go if we locked you in here anyway. And you'd be correct. If you lock him in here with me, I will call the police and turn him in myself. Thanks for the ill-intentioned support, Sammy. I'll investigate the crime scene then. Sneaking in as a police officer shouldn't be that hard. You just want an excuse to wear that outfit again. What's wrong with that? I worked hard on it. Thanks to a certain someone spilling beer on my old one, that is. I thought we agreed not to bring that up again. I'll check the police station, see if I can gather any information that might not have been uploaded digitally. I'd like to speak with the investigators involved as well. Are you sure it's okay for you to do that publicly? There should be no issues as long as I state that I'm there to investigate the convict that escaped. I can't believe the Crown Princess Solaris is strolling around doing common detective work. Gonna rip into them for not letting the big bad gangster escape? Oh, yeah. How did you get the guards to leave without revealing yourself? I was surprised when they were not in the jail when I arrived. That was Sammy's handiwork, I believe. It wasn't anything big. I hacked into the security system at the chief's office. It was funny watching them scramble around trying to fix it. Sammy, you're kinda scary. Thank you. No wonder there were so many guards at the end. Must have realized they were duped and came running with their tails tucked between their legs. I feel the headache they'll be coming during my next meeting. No use complaining. You're getting paid to be their personal therapist. Not enough, if you ask me. Now then, detective. They'll turn to look at me with varying degrees of enthusiasm. What do you plan to do? I don't believe investigating somewhere elsewhere is necessary, so you can choose who you want to accompany. After we're done, let's meet back up here and share information. That way you won't miss out on anything, no matter who you choose to go with. Sounds good. Let's see. Prince Theory will be at the police station, Alexia will be at the Dorla office, Jem will be at the crime scene, and Sammy will be here. Who do I want to accompany? I'm trying to think alibi-wise. I'm assuming I get more than one of these. Hey? No offense, but are you sure you don't have a screw loose? I just want to investigate the office, okay? Might be some clues left there. You can go somewhere else if you want. Now you walk into a lion's den alone? Wouldn't dream of it. What? I'm serious. It really might be dangerous. Are you sure about this? I won't get offended if you change your mind. Of course I'm sure. I mean, I even broke into a jail for you. This is nothing. You're right. And I still think that was stupid, by the way. But thanks. I appreciate it. Sorry again for knocking you out earlier. The ice pack I offered is still on the table, by the way. You can pay me back by protecting me if anything happens. Of course, I'll keep you safe no matter what. Thankfully, the D'Orla office isn't too far from the hideout, so we managed to make it there without anyone noticing Alexi. To be honest, I looked up the murder online, and other than the victim's identity, there wasn't much information released. Lexi's name wasn't even mentioned, so the general public might not know that he's a suspect. I wonder if that's because Prince Theory pulled some strings. Or maybe Sammy did his weird, magical, and definitely illegal programming thing. We're here. We stop in an ordinary-looking building, and he leads me up to the 3rd floor. What's with the look on your face? Not what you expected? It's just a lot more ordinary than I thought it would be. It even looks a bit like the place I work. What? You thought there'd be blood and organs everywhere? Kinda? We save that for the basement. We get less noise complaints that way. Kidding. How much do you know about me? A lot, to be honest. Well, we operate a loan office, so this is where we talk to customers. Can't make it too scary, you know? So we just get this normal office building. You want to see where the real gangsters work? You should check out Sasha's pad upstairs. Now that's an old-fashioned lion's den. I'll pass, thank you. Alexi is one thing, but I have no desire to meet Sasha. Your loss. Now then, let's start searching before we get caught. Is it normally so empty here? I thought we'd run into at least some people, but as around the room, there's clear signs that people have worked here. Papers piled messily on desks, chairs not pushed in, but there's not a soul in sight. Talked to some people before we got here and asked them to clear out the office. Not that they needed much convincing to slack off. They listened to you? Don't they all think you did it? Who knows if it's because they actually trust me, or if they're just scared of what I'll do to them. I don't really care, either way. I see. Obviously it won't work against Sasha, but luckily he's not here right now. Let's hope the girls at the club keep him busy. Is he at Celestial? My best friend works there. Yeah? Small world. He strides over to one of the desks and in the back and begins shuffling through some drawers. Is that Nisha's desk? Yeah. I might as well start here. Anything look out of place? One sec. I don't have your super memory or anything. They did sit next to him. Hopefully I'll be able to spot if anything's off. Unable to help myself, I glance over the desk to the left. There are a million picture frames on it, and all of them seem to depict the same little girl. Lexi as a kid? My desk is the one on the right. I didn't even say anything. It's written all over your face. Also, that girl looks nothing like me. I look over at the other desk, but sadly there's nothing interesting there. Just a computer, a pile of papers, some pens scattered around. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm just your normal white-collar office worker. Yeah, normal. This is normal. Uh-huh. The most interesting thing you'll find here is probably this. He holds up some papers and I spot several badly drawn doodles in the corners. I stare at them for a while, trying to decipher what they're supposed to be. Can't solve this mystery? I need more clues. I'll give you a better one. I have a witness testimony. You should ask Sammy about it when we get back. He'll know. By the way he's grinning, I feel like that's exactly what I shouldn't do. He goes back to searching. It doesn't seem like he needs any help with that. So my eyes wander around the room to see if there's any other clues elsewhere. My eyes end up landing on the photographs of the little girl on the desk one over again. Suddenly remembers there's something I need to bring up. Hey, Alexi? What's up? Have we met before? I was expecting a quick no, so the silence that stretches out for more than a couple seconds surprises me. Wait, does he actually... You hitting on me? Huh? No. You didn't need to answer so quickly. Don't think we did. I don't usually hang out with your type. What's my type exactly? Detectives? Miss Goody Two Shoes. Oh, I don't really feel like one though. True. I take that back. No law-abiding citizen would ever break into jail. Sammy did most of the breaking in. I just happened to be there. Whatever helps you sleep at night, girlie. So, why'd you ask? You have a dream about me or something? No. Doesn't seem like he's lying, so he probably doesn't know about the vision. In which case, the next question is, why me? Why did I see it? You're missing out. Your dreams must be pretty boring. Wait. Did you find something? Move closer, peeking over his shoulder. His box is missing. What box? He has a little box where he stores all the letters his girlfriend sends him. He always keeps it in his drawer. Any chance someone took it? No, pretty sure I was the only one who knew it was here. He digs through his desk drawers more, but it's obvious by the grim look on his face that it isn't there. Is it the only thing gone? Yeah, I think so. Which means he took it. He abandoned his search and leans back, hands retreating back to his pockets. Any idea why? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but... if it was the only thing he grabbed, he might have known something was going to happen. That, or he was planning to leave. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't say it, but it looks like Lexi might have come to the same conclusion anyway. He starts rifling through his desk again, but this time with a desperation in his hands. He would have said something if that was the case. He wouldn't just... He mumbles under his breath, and I'm not sure if it was meant for my ears. I stand a bit away from him, awkwardly watching as he frantically tears the desk apart. After a couple more minutes, he finally stops. The desk completely ransacked. The drawers are all open, paper strewn everywhere, almost as if a storm had blown across it. He stares down at Misha's desk, an inscrutable look on his face. And then, he slowly and gently begins to restore everything to their original positions. He looks lonely. Should I comfort him? But I don't even know if what I should say. Theo's strong enough that she's never needed me to cheer her up, and it's not like I have any other point of reference. Maybe I can pat him on the arm? Step forward before I can talk myself out of it and give him a light, awkward pat on the shoulder. I'm a bit afraid he'll flinch or move away, but he surprisingly leans into my touch. We stay like that for a couple minutes. The room silent except for that heavy breaths that I hear from him. Hey, girly? He moves away and I let my hand drop back down to my side. Yeah? If he knew something was up, why didn't he say anything to me? He normally tells me everything. Did he not trust me? I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, that was unfair of me to ask. Sorry. He moves back and I notice that he's angling himself away from Misha's desk. Almost as if he can't bear looking at it. I can investigate myself if you need a break. I know this must be hard for you. Nah, I'm good. I've seen so many people die already. Misha's not the first, and he won't be the last either. Just give me a moment. He's been running around ragged all day. Wonder if it's just hit him that Misha's dead. Yet despite everything, he's still trying to put on a brave face. What should I do? Should I say something to him? What does this do? Oh, I can save. Fuck. I kind of want to pause and continue this later, but this is a horrible spot to stop. I might continue. Maybe, but it's the only way I know how. It's too late for me to try anything new at this point. The look on his face is rather self-deprecating, but it's gone before I can comment on it. Anyways, can't really complain. Comes with the territory. I could die tomorrow and no one would be surprised. Death's just an everyday occurrence in this business. We all know that what we signed up for. Maybe it's normal for him, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to understand that way of thinking. How long are you gonna stand there? I'm about to ask what he's talking about. Something in the corner of the room catches my eye. Alexei. An unknown man suddenly emerges from the shadows, and I almost jump. Where did he come from? I didn't even hear him come in. Has he been here the whole time? Why are you here? Isn't Sasha out? He ordered me to come back. Seems he had an inkling that you would return. If he really thought that, he would have been here holding a gun to my head the second I entered. He just wanted to drink without you nagging over his shoulder. The man ignores Alexei and turns towards me, looking me up and down with a critical eye. It's nice to meet you, young lady. My name is Nikolai. I'm the boss's bodyguard and advisor. Oh, this must be the Nico Alexei was talking about earlier. Sure, Alexei can be dangerous if he wants to be, but his easygoing demeanor often makes me forget that he's a gangster. This guy, though, I don't think I could forget if I tried. The way he's staring is so unnerving. And the music going on in the background definitely isn't helping. Nice to meet you too. I purposefully leave out my name. He raises an eyebrow, indicating he noticed. May I ask why you two are here? Isn't it obvious? You don't really think I murdered Misha, did you? Nikolai doesn't respond, and his face betrays nothing. It's hard to tell what he's thinking. I'm all for taking responsibility for my own actions, but even I'm not generous enough to become a scapegoat for someone else. So I'm here to investigate and prove my innocence. You have a problem with that? You gonna turn me in? No, I have no reason to interfere with your investigation. However, please do not be mistaken, I am not on your side. I only serve Misha, and he'll turn me in if I pose a problem to him. Yeah, I know. Lexi goes back to rifling through the papers on Misha's desk, scowl on his face, but I can't concentrate. The atmosphere here was... The atmosphere that was here before has all but disappeared. Something really disconcerting about how quiet Nikolai is. I wish he'd stop staring at me. Where is this boss music coming from? Well, if he's just going to stand here, maybe I can ask him some questions. I don't think Lexi will find any other clues on Misha's desk. Excuse me. I feel a little silly trying to hold a conversation across the length of an entire room, but I prefer not to get too close to him. It's okay, don't be scared. Lexi said he'd protect me if it came to it, remember? Pardon me, young lady, I don't believe I caught what your relation to Lexi is. We're acquaintances. Or more accurately, strangers turned into jailbreak companions turned into investigation partners, I guess. Speed ran over the past few hours. Yeah, just acquaintances? And here I thought we were friends already. Oh, sure then, we can be friends. Don't sound too excited. Jeez. Friends, I see. Seems a little shocked by my answer, as if the fact that Lexi had friends outside the gang comes as a surprise to him. I guess he really doesn't know about the guys at the hideout. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? Very well. I will not answer anything I deem detrimental to my boss. Well, this guy's very loyal, if nothing else. I understand. Thank you. Do you know why they arrested Lexi? I heard that the police found his fingerprints on the decisive piece of evidence Misha had in his possession. Any idea what it was, Lexi? I'd be surprised if Misha had anything that didn't have my fingerprints on it. We've known each other for a while. I can't just take whatever I want from his pockets at this point. It was a letter. A letter? Well, that doesn't help at all. I get his mail at least once a week. Do you know the contents of the letter? No, wasn't given any other information. Really? That's all they know? I thought it'd be more than this, given how quickly they seem to turn on Alexei. Sasha doesn't care about the evidence. He was most likely just trying to cut me off. What do you mean? He probably assumed that Misha had been planning to betray the gang since his ring was gone, right? And since I'm closest to Misha, Sasha probably thought that either I actually did kill him, or I was working together with him. Either way, he just let the police take care of me. That is correct. This Sasha guy sounds like a fun guy to be around. About the ring. Wait, sorry, is the ring you're talking about... Yeah, this thing. We'd never take it off voluntarily. Everyone knows that if you remove it, then you no longer want to be part of the gang. Ah, so I was right. Must be the missing ring I noticed earlier. If the killer really did take the ring from Misha's body, then that means they probably knew of the significance, right? I'd normally suspect a random robbery, but if it was the only thing taken, then it seems more likely that it was deliberately removed. Does anyone know about it? We don't go around advertising it, but it's not a secret or anything. Everyone sees us wearing the ring anyway, so I'm sure people can put together what it means. Where were you two at the time of the incident? Oh, well, we're dead. Why are you asking so many questions? You with the police? Oh, no. The air suddenly feels chillier. I think I pushed too far. He reached down, maybe to pull out a weapon, and I instinctively take a step back. I can't speak, apparently. Alexei swiftly steps forward and places himself between me and Nikolai. Stop trying to intimidate her, Nico. I won't allow it. My apologies. His hand drops back to his side, posture relaxing, and I can breathe again. You can apologize by answering her question. Very well. Lexi steps away and nods at me to continue. I quickly mouth thanks at him. Boss called me to Celestia around 3 a.m. He spent most of the night in a private room with his favorite hostess while I drank with some of the girls outside. All of them have given their testimony already. There's also no footage of us leaving the bar, or the club. Police have determined that we were not involved. So both of them have an alibi for the murder. I originally thought it could have been them given Celestia's proximity to the crime scene, but if they were both with witnesses all night, then it would have been impossible. Maybe it really was an issue with another gang. Perhaps Misha wanted to switch, but they got killed while trying to do so? I can't really rule out that possibility, since I'm not that knowledgeable about gangs in general. Maybe Alexei would know more. Sound of footsteps thumping up the stairs interrupts my train of thought. Looks like we have more company. Any chance they're your friends? Will I make you feel better? Alright, so the situation's not looking good. I do not have orders to impede on your escape, so you are free to leave. However, I will not be aiding you. I will not fight against the boss's allies without good reason. Isn't Alexei included in that as well? I mean, they're literally blood-related. Alexei doesn't look surprised, though. Guess this is another strange thing that's commonplace in his world. Get behind me. Are you sure you'll be okay? It sounds like there are a lot of them. You gonna help? Throw some punches? I can probably knock one out if I use a chair. Maybe. Hopefully. As much as I'd like to see that, it's okay. You did all the work so far. This is my specialty now. Let me show you off. Let me show off a bit, yeah? Lexi, how dare you come back, you traitor? You think we'd welcome you after you killed Misha? Get him, boys. Don't let him escape. A bunch of them crowd around the doorway. Some of them are even holding weapons. Is Alexei really gonna be okay? There's so many of them. Turned to look at him, a little panicked, but he just grinned and cracked his knuckles. A lot of confidence for a group who's never beat me before. Not even close. You're outnumbered. Even if it's you, can't win against all of us. Yeah? Try me. Step back, girlie. It might get a bit bloody here. I nod and quickly move back. I'm self-aware enough to know that'd just be a hindrance. Good. Lexi stands between me and the rest of the crowd, rolling his shoulders casually. You... Oh, he's dead. Lexi doesn't even give him a chance to finish the sentence before his fist flies out, colliding straight with the gangster's stomach. That's all you got? And just like that, the floodgates are opened. Several of them jumping at him, Alexei deftly avoiding their punches with unexpected graceful footwork. He sidesteps the incoming strikes and launches his own counterattacks. I think I just heard something cracking. Oh no, he got hit. One of the gangsters managed to land a punch in Alexei's arm, but he just grins. With practice ease, he grabs another gangster by the wrist and throws him across the desk. Papers on it going flying, but Alexei doesn't waste a beat. He's moving to the next target before they can even figure out what's going on. I kind of wish this was animated so I could see what was going on, but at the same time, just hearing the sound effects and reading it is kind of funny too. Oh, he's good. I mean, I knew he was given his reputation, but it's different to see it with my own eyes. Suddenly I noticed a gangster sneaking up behind Alexei with a bag. He seems to be approaching in Alexei's blind spot. What should I do? Yell. Alexei! I yell out to warn him, but he surprisingly turns towards me first instead. As if I'm the one being attacked. The gangster swings back down, and Alexei finally notices. He blocks with his arm. He blocks the attack with his arm, and knocks the gangster out with his other hand. At a sigh of relief, the gangster falls to the ground. Though it doesn't escape my notice how Alexei glances down his arm, with a slight wince of pain before turning towards me. You alright there? Yeah, what about you? Just fine. Not the one you should be worried about anyway. He just restores the ground. And it's only then I noticed a bunch of people lying on the ground and moving. You did that all by yourself? Piece of cake. You didn't even break a sweat, honestly. What about your arm? You got hit with a bat. You didn't swing that hard, see? Sounded the crack still echoes in my mind, but Alexei waves his arm in front of my face easily. Rumors don't do you justice. You really gotta stop believing those. Anyways, ready to go? There will probably be some more people waiting for me downstairs, so I'll have to take care of them first. Thought being here in another fight frightened me a little, but it seems to be the only way out. Okay, let's just get this over with. If you're sure you can handle it. I was surprised by my lack of hesitance. I can't tell if it's because of the adrenaline or if I just feel safer now that I've seen Alexei's skills in action. Regretting choosing to come with me yet? Just a bit. Today's been the most action-packed day of my entire life. Yeah? Is that a good or a bad thing? That depends a lot on if you get us out of here safely. Well, I shouldn't disappoint you then, should I? By the time we get to the hideout, everyone else is already back. Welcome back. Sammy's there to greet us when we return, though he makes a face when he sees the state that we're in. There you are! We've been waiting for you two. Wait, what happened? Uni, are you okay? Hello, I'm the one injured here. Does anyone care about me? You'll live. Ow! Ow! Not if you keep poking my bruises, I won't. Ow! What the fuck? Your precious ice pack. You really need to slap me with it? Ran into trouble? A little bit, yeah. Some of the other gangsters found this while we were still there. Lexi took care of them though, so everything's okay. I looked pretty cool, didn't I? Seems to have gotten his arm wrapped up, and there's a strangely cute band-aid taped to one of his fingers. You didn't kill him, did you? Why is that your first thought? I don't make a habit out of my co-workers. They're more useful to me as errand boys. They're more useful to me as errand boys than dead. Very altruistic of you. Yep, that's me. Last year's community service winner. Well, I'm glad you two are safe. What about you, Jem? Everything all right on your end? Yep, honestly, it looks like you guys had the most excitement out of all of us. Glance around at the others, and they do look like they've managed to go through their own investigations without a hitch. If you're feeling up for it, we should share what we've learned. Or do you need to rest first? Let's do it now. With Rev Theory's magical ice pack has cured me. My heart's still thumping from the adrenaline. That was a little too close for comfort. Lexi hadn't seemed concerned at all, though. He had disposed of everyone waiting downstairs quickly and effectively. He looked kinda cool back there. Not that I'll ever tell him that, of course. Very well, I'll begin by sharing what I found. A letter was found on the victim's body that contained Alexei's fingerprints. Pulled out my notepad and began jotting things down. That settles it. He's the killer. I'm the designated mailboy. It'd be weird if my fingerprints weren't found. I don't know how gangs work, but isn't that supposed to be some lackey's job? Alexei likes doing that kind of thing. He's the only one who cleans this place too. Wait, really? A gangster who likes to clean? Don't tell me. Is it because of some unresolved childhood trauma where he had to wipe up the blood of his family? I don't know what kind of backstory you're crafting in my head, but it's not that exciting. I had to work as a lot of house cleaning jobs when I was younger in order to make money. Kinda started enjoying it after a while. They were fine hiring you? Why not? I was just your normal teenager who was desperate enough to take any low-paying job. Probably loved that they could underpay me. That's the most relatable thing I've heard all day. Ahem, may I continue? Yeah, sorry. Don't mind him, he's just jealous he doesn't know how to use a map. Or a mop. Isn't it pretty self-explanatory? As I was saying, there was an envelope found on the victim's body with Alexei's fingerprints on it. There was a card inside that contained a smiling mask and a rose logo. Wait, what? It's a black thorn case? Supposedly. Why'd they arrest me then? Sounds like the police wanted to frame this as a copycat. Not only that, there was an anonymous tip that claimed they saw you near the crime scene. Sounds like I have a big fan. Sorry, can I ask what blackthorn case is? Theory, can you tell her? Might be hard to continue the discussion if she doesn't know. He's really thinking about it. Whatever this blackthorn is, must be a pretty big deal. This is to remain top secret. Of course. Blackthorn is a serial killer. They're a vigilant type who targets corrupt individuals. Sorry, what? Words that come out of my mouth are so out of nowhere I almost think I've misheard him. Government keeps their existence a secret to prevent public support. But to be honest, there's not much we know about them. They rarely leave behind any clues. All you need to know is that this is their signature. They leave a copy behind at every crime scene. Send a copy to your phone. A smiling mask and a rose. I recognize that. Have I seen this before somewhere? Looks vaguely familiar. Wait, what was that? Do you have any other questions? I was thinking I glanced at the card, but nothing else happened. What was that all about? It's like when I try to think about the relation of this morning. Does that mean it's relate... Detective? Oh, sorry, yeah, we can move on. I feel like I just got a whole bunch of information dumped on me with no explanation. It's hard to process this quickly. I should ask later. Though I don't want to waste any more of their time. Go drink some water real quick. Alright. Anyways, can we really not clear Alexei's name even with that card? They have no proof it was a copycat. I believe a discussion should still be worthwhile. I have a suspicion that the police merely needed someone to arrest, and Alexei was the easiest target. If we offer them a new possibility, they may be inclined to drop the charges. Remember, we're not the official investigators on this case. We do not need definite proof. Our objective is simply to get them to continue investigating from another angle. I see. So the goal this time isn't necessarily to figure out the killer's identity, but rather to come up with a possible solution that Alexei couldn't be responsible for. That is correct. It will also help me build a more ironclad case. If I bring a black thorn without any other evidence, they will spend the entire time trying to poke holes in my arguments. I noticed this earlier as well, but Prince Theory really doesn't seem to have much control over the police higher-ups. Besides, I'd love to find out just who it is that sent the anonymous tip in. Maybe even send them a little thank you note for their troubles. It appears that and the fingerprints were the basics for Alexi's arrest. If we could learn more about these, then it could be to our advantage. You guys are right. Sorry. It's cool, Gem. I know you're looking out for me. As for me, Sasha seems to believe Misha was trying to betray the gang. His ring was gone and all that. Couldn't it have been a robbery? Misha had a lot more valuable stuff. I think it's more likely the ring was taken on purpose. Makes sense. That's it for me. Can I go next then? Sure, go ahead. I got a picture of the crime scene. The body was gone by the time I got there, but another officer gave me the photo. This is like a horrible angle? What the fuck is an angle? This is a horrible angle for a crime scene photo. You can't see anything with this. He was found in the dumpster? Yeah, he had apparently been sitting right on top of the garbage bags. The person who discovered the body saw him right away after he lifted the dumpster lid. Maybe they jumped and dumped him? I got the luminol test results earlier. It seems like they didn't find large amounts of blood anywhere in the alleyway. Suppose that means he was killed elsewhere and brought there specifically? Traces of blood. Oh, and the doors in the back of the alleyway don't open, so it's basically a dead end there. And I also went digging through the trash, but didn't find anything. Can I see that picture? Here you go. Sammy takes the photo and starts wiping it with his sleeve. What are you doing? I thought it was a stain, but it's not. Pointed at the front of the dumpster, where it looked to be a strange white marking. It's faint, but it appears to be some sort of marking. Paint, perhaps? It appears to be faded somehow. It was raining earlier today, so maybe it slowly washed off then? Oh, right. I think it did rain a bit out before I met up with Theo this morning. Oh, one more thing. I noticed the hotel's balconies were lined up right above the dumpster. Maybe they used that as an escape somehow? Well, you did a lot of work. Good job. Thanks. Well, while you were out frolicking, I was busy working as slowly as possible. So he says, but I can see the computer screens behind him with footage of the alleyway, all at various moments in time. He's clearly been working hard. Here, security logs from the camera at the front of the alleyway. Did the cameras not show what was going on inside? No. Of course. It wouldn't be that easy. Alleyway camera log has been added to evidence. Oh, and here's a diagram of the overall layout. Diagram of the crime scene. Why is the dumpster drawn so big? Oh, right. I suddenly remember something while looking at this. There's a posted schedule near the dumpster that said they collected garbage on Tuesday at 9 AM. Well, what's today? In that case, this must be person B in the log. Or that must be person B in the log. Here. Show the video footage. Garbage collector can be... Okay, so it is. I did not read the thing. Garbage collector can be seen walking into the alleyway, emptying out one dumpster before leaving. Why not both? Is that all for the findings? Shall we start discussing properly now? Okay, I think I've jotted everything down from my notebook. I should check the evidence if I want to reference anything. Wait, one more thing. Was the luggage person D had big enough for the body? Alexei? Huh? He looks a bit out of it, and it's only then that I realize he hasn't spoken at all. Are you alright? Yeah, just beachy. You lied to the cops with that poker face? Yeah, actually. It says a lot about them, doesn't it? Clearly you're feeling well enough to be making quips. Should I get you something to drink? Quick breather? Beer? Juice? That sounds good too. Thanks, Jem. Jem zooms off towards the kitchen, and we all take a small break. Sammy and Prince Theory seem perfectly content sitting in silence, but I'm still a little worried. I glance over at Alexei. His back is to me, and I wonder what kind of expression he's currently making. What can I say, though? Does he even want to hear anything from me? I'm just an outsider here. I'm sure he'd rather be comforted by someone he cares about. Reach forward and tug on his sleeve and ask if he's okay. Uni? Yeah, she tries way too hard. Feels like a chore talking to her. She's kind of annoying, you know? Always so nosy, butting other people's business. She really needs to learn to stay in her own lane and stop prying. My arm falls back to my lap. I shouldn't overstep. Can't bring myself to say anything, and Jem returns with a glass of juice before I can convince myself otherwise. Lexi finishes the cup quickly, wiping his hands on his pants before getting up. Alright, break time's over. What are we talking about? Can't tell if he actually feels better if he's just pretending. But he seems eager to move on either way. Hope he's not pushing himself. Luggage, body. Sammy pulls the footage again and slams the screen in Alexei's direction. Nah, it doesn't look big enough. Well, not unless the corpse was chopped up. Didn't ask. I'm just being thorough, leaving no boulders unturned and all that, yeah? Please just stop talking. Misha wasn't seen entering the alleyway, right? How did his body magically appear in the garbage then? None of the people who entered during the time frame seem to be carrying a body either. That seems to be a good place to start. Let's begin the discussion from there. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, stick around, join Discord, watch more, all the normal stuff. If you didn't, you have more patience than I do, and I don't know how you're still watching this. But, thank you, and ciao!